And a lot of these spiritual guys, they've been woke for a long time. They've been tapped in for a long time. That don't mean nothing, especially if they not sitting in the space of the heart. That's why I love you so much, Rod, because you straight keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You keep people focused on the heart space. Fuck the knowledge if your heart not right.
That actually is a very horrible balance. If you get a whole bunch of knowledge and your heart corrupted, you're gonna misuse the knowledge to misappropriate information to people that's gonna be exploitive. I don't want shit. That's why it's so easy for me to do right by people because I don't want shit. You know, I don't want shit.
Yeah.
I just want my sisters to get their shit back, and then I can go on and relax. Then,
Right.
other than that, I don't want shit.
That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do is make the world better for our children, for the 7 generations of children that are to come. I do this for my grandchildren. I don't even have my grandchildren yet, but I do this for all the babies. You know what I'm saying? We want the babies to have the best possible life. Why do we go through all of this suffering, right? We went through all of this suffering so our children and our babies can thrive. There's no reason why anybody should be suffering.
If we don't learn from the suffering, we wasted the chapter of misery.
Yeah, we did.
If we learned from the suffering, then the misery has taught us that I don't want none of my children to go through none of this bullshit. Fuck the racism, the sexism, the exploitation, the oppression, the poverty. I don't want my children to go through none of that shit.
No.
So if we don't learn, if we think that it's okay for somebody else to be oppressed, but we be okay,
right,
we haven't learned.
Right.
Right.
We are not free. If one person in this planet is going through and everybody else is doing great, we still not free because we're not taking care of our brothers. We're not taking care of our sisters. It's all about all of us. It's unification or nothing, right? It's heart-based unification or nothing. And if you don't want somebody to have something good and you want that, you're not going to get it.
That's a contradiction already because Elijah Muhammad already told us that if you're going to be your brother's keeper, you got to want for your brother exactly what you want for yourself. And if you don't want for your brother what you want for yourself, you're not worthy to have it.
You sure not.
That's just how it is.
That's how it's going to be. I'm ready. I was watching your video with Black Magic 3. It was a year ago. I think you were talking about Atlantis and Anunnaki, and you were talking about how you wanted to develop the school for the gifted, the X-Men, and I was just watching the Dark Phoenix the other day, and that's just where I want to be as well. You know, I have had visions about me working with the little ones. I was like, fuck y'all grown motherfuckers, give me the babies.
Yeah. Half these grown motherfuckers, we can go and put them in a meat grinder and feed them to the earth. I hate to say it, but it's true because so many of them is just in the way.
They be doing too much. Yeah. I was like, give me the children. I want the kids. Give me the babies when they small.
Right? I'm gonna tell you, the worst of the adults is the motherfuckers that's supposed to be the conscious community.
Yeah, they
do. Them the worst niggas. Every one of them niggas that's so-called conscious community. That's why I can tell them I'm not part of your spiritual community. I ain't part of your conscious community. I ain't one of your woke motherfuckers. I ain't none of that shit. I'm just a old soul came to close the age so that we can open up the new age.
Right.
We didn't close the age. Now it's time to open up the new age. And y'all don't have to see me. I don't have to be here. I'm just here. I'm just here.
Stay in the cave.
Look, no, I ain't trying to stay in the cave. I'm just saying, the reason I say I don't have to be here is, only reason I'm here, the only reason why I'm on this internet campaign for fucking 5 years is my dumb ass was too goddamn dumb to be smart and not learn all the shit I learned that made me qualified to tell the story.
Thank you.
So since I decided that I just wanted to be a better me and started educating myself and got to a point where nobody else was as educated as me within the community that could tell us what happened. And then when the call came, I'm looking around, talking, why y'all looking at me? Y'all never closed the door on me, talking about I ain't got no alphabets.
Well, none of these. No, leave.
Yeah, that's what the obligation is in the tribal order. And I'm very tribal, very family oriented, very tribal oriented. And my chief say we ain't gang banging, we brain banging.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Larry, man, I want to go beat some niggas' ass. I don't want to be on this motherfucker talking about no intellectual ass shit. He's like, no, we ain't gang banging no more. We established the tribes.
Yeah.
That's what the gang banging was always about. The reconstituting of the tribes according to the chiefs. And once you understand who the chiefs is, then you know who their tribe is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna rest in peace. No motherfucker that's still walking around on 2 feet. So
Right.
don't even try to get me to convince me to do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. But anyway, that was a reply to a comment that just popped up in the screen.
And so the Kyle L3, Fear the Fort. I was just driving one day. And I was like, oh shit. He was like, Kyle L3, and they had the pitchfork. And then I was driving somewhere else, and then boom, it was there, Fear the Fort on the Modelo beer. I was like, oh shit. I knew it was like something going down. Something was going down because I had been in the upper realms and the council was sitting around and they were discussing the matters of the earth. And I was like, listen, you want to know how fast the human collective will evolve? You give the people what they need. You take away the fear frequency. You take away the scarcity mindset. Let them know that they have everything possible at their disposal, and you will see a human collective that will freaking shock.
That's the death of the selfish gene. I did a show on Young Elder about a week ago called The Death of the Selfish Gene. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what you're talking about, because them the frequencies that's stopping our development. It's arresting our development. And every time a motherfucker get arrested, they get bopped over the head with a billy club. So we know what's going on when they arrest our development. They club us over the head.
Yeah.
And when they clubbed Hiram over the head, he was totally unconscious until he realized he was unconscious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then he had to get his heart back in order.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I'm excited. I am. I'm excited about everything because I know things are speeding up, you know, not as like we wish. Because I'm like, let's get this shit on the road. Let's get this thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So, but I didn't want
Young L in the house. Young Elder. Yeah.
Hey, son. I see you, son.
Hey, look, I love the shit out of Young Elder, boys. Especially when
that twisting caps and popping. What are you talking about?
You know, the thing